Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TG, and we are back for another DCUO video. And today I wanted to explore, or I should say update, my video regarding how to spec your skill points depending on which role you are playing. Obviously the stats revamp is out now, so it's a little bit different. So without further ado, let's get right into this thing. So if you remember, they did away with PowerPoints. So because of that, everyone got extra skill points. I believe it was 8, if I'm not mistaken. But if you look in your weapons trees, now you no longer get like innate bonuses for going down these skill trees. So really you don't need to spec skill points into all these different weapon types. If there's a particular weapon that you like, then I would just say stick with that one. Whether you do the weapon mastery, whether you don't, that's up to you. But if there's like 1 or 2 weapons that you prefer using, especially let's say maybe you prefer I don't know, hand blaster when you're DPSing, but you prefer one-handed when you're tanking, so you can kind of just go into those 2 trees, for example. So obviously with your movement, I always do the super speed, or like the super, fast movement, depending on whether you are skimming, acrobatics, whatever the case is, you can do that. The iconic powers, these really don't matter. You really don't have to put anything into these if you really don't want to. I mean, these are just, typical things that's probably not even worth putting any skill points here whatsoever. And then obviously you have your stat points. Now they've obviously slimmed this up, and if you remember from the last video, we went through how I would spec my skill points here. So what I would suggest, as you see here, if you are someone who likes to play more than one role, so if you like to play DPS and you like to be a controller, if you're DPS and a healer, DPS and a tank, I would go hybrid. That's me. So then what you can do, as you go down here, you can see these ones are critical attack chance, critical healing chance, and critical power chance. So you can basically go through and it recommends what the points are for. So restoration, for example, is for healer. Health is useful for tank. Dominance is useful for controller. Tank vitalization for controller. So really what you can do is you can, let's say you want to be a straight DPS. So what I would do is you can pick whichever focus you want for DPS. Obviously for sorcery, I went with hybrid because you're using powers and you're using weapon attacks. Let's say for something like ice, mental, something like that, you might want to be superpower focused because all of your damage is going to be coming from the actual power rotation, not your weapon. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, if you're someone who likes to ice DPS and ice tank, then maybe you want to go with the hybrid. If you are DPSing, obviously you want your critical attack chance and your critical attack damage. So once you get enough points into the critical attack chance, you unlock critical attack damage. So essentially, and that's the same way with all of these. So once you get enough points into these, I believe you had to get, if I remember correctly, it was either 10 or 15. I don't think it was the full 20, but you unlock the second tier. Then once you get enough points into the second tier, so you require points in stat points 11. So once you get 11 in there, you obviously unlock these bottom ones. So obviously if you are someone who just likes DPSing for the most part, you want to go down the left here. You want to get your precision, you want to get your might and power. If you are someone who likes to totally heal, obviously you want to get your critical healing chance, your critical healing magnitude, get your restoration, and I think, was there another one for healer? No, that was, oh wait, no, that was it. Okay, so if you are a controller, obviously you want your power, critical power chance, critical power magnitude, and your vitalization, and maybe some dominance. Now, for tank, obviously you go down here, you want your health, you want your dominance, and that's really, all you need for a tank. Now, if you're someone who does like to, like I mentioned before, go back and forth between both roles, I would probably suggest dividing my power or my skill points up between the DPS side and, let's say, the tank side. So I would probably like literally divide my points in half, and I'd go half DPS over on the side, and I'd go half like health and dominance if you're a tank, or half, you know, healing chance and healing magnitude, or do half in DPS and then half critical power chance and vitalization, something like that, if that makes sense. So really, it's kind of streamlined. Yes, it's a little difficult to grasp at first, looking at it, because it's totally different. We're not used to it, but I think it can definitely work out. Like I said, you don't need points in the iconic tree whatsoever. Don't worry about putting points in all of the loadout, or the weapons, I should say. And then, like I said, focus on what you do regarding your power, whether that's DPS and controlling, tanking, or healing. So I hope you guys found this informative. It obviously helps me when I talk about it, but try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think, and that's about it. Like I said, I hope you guys found this informative. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more DCUO content on the channel. And until next time, we'll see you soon.